Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday Riman Opportunity Call. My name is Mary Tran, and I am a team leader here from a very cold place called Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. A little bit about my journey and how I got involved with Riman. I started last year in June of 2025, and believe it or not, I actually had no intention of joining at first. I was just simply doing a favor for my best friend by helping another friend sell some of her inventory. So along the way somewhere, I just ended up falling in love with the products, but even more so, I fell in love with the purpose that was behind the brand. So a little bit about my background. I am a mom of three. I have a 27-year-old, a 23-year-old, and a 15-year-old. Aside from family life, I work for a real estate development company, and I definitely wear many hats. I was hired as their chief financial officer over, I would say, 13 years ago, and over time, I stepped into more of a project management role as well. And because I also have my commercial real estate experience today, I also manage all the real estate asset for our company, a little bit over 2 million square footage of commercial properties, 28 commercial buildings. And, my portfolio now consists of close to 600 commercial tenants here in Edmonton. So if you're new here, and you're unsure whether you could fit Remon into your life or even have time to build this business, all I can tell you is this. In life, if you really want to do something, you will always make it work. So if I can build a team across Canada, travel on weekends, hold a full-time job, do all the many things that I love to do, believe me, I know so can you. I'm very excited to be on this call today and just be able to share some information that maybe can help you with your decision in joining Remon. My goal is simply to just present you with some options, or I always call it opening up some doors so that you can decide if creating income within the Korean beauty industry is something that is for you. Now, if making money so that you can create financial stability for your family aligns with you, then you're in the right place. So let me share my screen here. And just 1 second here. Here we go. So Riman is not just one product. Most brands are built to sell you something, but Riman is built to support how people actually live daily. Everything inside Riman is designed around one belief, okay? So when you elevate the inside and the outside together, everything changes. Your skin, your energy, your confidence, all will change, even your income. So these are the three pillars of income. ICD is your skincare, Botolab is your hair and body care, Lifening is your internal wellness. So I know some of you guys are already familiar with our history, but let's recap on who Riman is. Because, for those of you that are brand new to Riman, Riman was established in Korea in 2018. And in less than 5 years, we did over $3 billion in revenue. We became the number one rated K-beauty brand in Korea, competing with thousands of different brands that's on the market. We sold over 40 million bottles of the skincare products, and our incredible brand launched in North America in March of 2023, not only bringing in amazing products, but the opportunity for all of us here in North America. So since then, we have launched in Taiwan, end of 2023, Hong Kong, July of 2024, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, all launched in April of 2025. Philippines and the UK launched just a few months ago in October of 2025, and Japan launched in December 2025. Now, why K-beauty, you're asking? Well, the K-beauty industry, so you know, alone is worth over $16 billion in 2025, and it is projected to reach over $180 billion by the year of 2030. The K-beauty exports, guys, is making a global presence right now in the K-beauty industry. It has surpassed the US and the French export markets as we speak. So that means K-beauty isn't just a trend. It is a fast-growing global economic force, okay, with strong innovation, major international market shares, rapid expansions, not only in Asia, but into the US, Europe, and so many other countries right now. Who here watches K-drama? K-shows, K-movies? We know K-dramas is not just for Koreans anymore, right? The whole world is watching K-dramas. You turn on Netflix, it's all K-dramas. We have North America, India, Europe, South America. I cannot think of a country that's not tuned in into K-dramas right now. On top of K-dramas, there's K-pop, K-fashion, K-food. I say pretty much if there's a K in front of it, then you know it's worth paying attention to. Now, Pentagram is a design and marketing company that designs all of Rimon's products. They're definitely a world-class designing firm. Pentagram, as you can see, works with so many other successful brands such as MasterCard, Google, Rolls-Royce, Tiffany's, Barney's New York, Citi, and United Airlines. So let's meet our brands. At the beginning of this call, I had mentioned the three pillars of Rimmon. One, you have your ICD, which is your skincare. These skincare products are doing phenomenal things. It's turning back time for people. People are looking many, many years younger. You can just tell if somebody's using the Rimmon ICD skincare. They have this natural glow on their face, and this, I always say it, the Rimmon shiny forehead, right? And then number two, we have your hair. Botolab is your hair and body care. The shampoo is known to promote hair growth, and so many people is just loving this shampoo and this complete hairline. Then you've got your Lifening, which is your internal wellness products, focusing on nourishing the body from within to support healthy, radiant skin. Because we know beautiful skin always starts with a healthy gut. So let's start with what makes us different and why no other company in this world can replicate, okay? Now, most skincare brands do one of two things. One, they either have pretty packaging or marketing, or two, they have decent ingredients, but it never reaches the skin. It sits on top of your skin, not absorbing. Then there's always all these promises and it never delivers. So what Rimmon is doing is that we are solving both of these problems. First, let's talk about our plant. We have a patent on this plant. We created this plant. We grow this plant. It is called Giant Beyond Pool, also known as Centella satica, and you may also know it as tiger grass as well. So many skincare company out there actually uses Centella satica. It is actually a common plant used in many, many skincare products. What makes our Rimmon plant so special is that we grow it in a different type of water, and I'll explain that shortly. But what we found here by using this special type of water is that it grew 6 to 8 times larger than the regular plant size. Hence why we call it Giant Beyond Pool. And we actually have a smart farm on Jeju Island where it's actually being grown right now. Now, the plant is a healing agent. It's going to help with anti-inflammatory, hyperpigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles, everything that you can think of. This plant is going to heal it all. It's going to help hydrate your skin and give you that glowing, radiant, plump skin that we're all trying to constantly chase. Now, something you must know is that you cannot source this plant on the market. You cannot buy it. You can't replicate this plant. You can't grow this plant the way we do. This plant, I call it gold, right? And if you have gold in your hands, you can do a lot with it. You can make a lot and a lot of money from it if you know how to market it right. Now, we also have what's called Jeju Lava Energy Water. This water is the base to all the formulas in our skincare products. Most skincare brands uses only purifying water, but we don't do that. We use the Jeju Lava Energy Water and is highly rich in minerals. This water has been filtered naturally over 400,000 years beneath the Jeju volcanic island. So what this means is that when you put the actives into the mineral water together, it's going to perform better. This is why hydration with any of our Rimmon products feels so much different than any other brands out there. It doesn't just sit on the surface of your skin. It will absorb it. It will hold it. It will retain it. And then your skin is just going to love it and it's going to drink it all up. Also, our company is the only company in the world that was awarded the exclusive rights from the Korean government to use this water as well. So now let's talk about the technology. And this is the part most brands won't talk about is because they don't have it. So ingredients won't matter if they don't get absorbed into your skin. So Rimmon uses something called nanolipsome delivery, which means the ingredients are broken down, right? It's broken down so it can absorb deeper into your skin, like into the lower layers of your skin's barrier, and not just having it sit, like having the ingredients sit or the product sit on top of the surface of your skin. So this technology is actually very expensive, hence why most brands don't do what we do. So I mentioned earlier that we have a smart farm and we grow all of our plants on Jeju Island. This is located actually on our Riman campus. And actually on this campus, you will see we have our research lab, our development center. We also have power and wind station as well. For those of you that are green, Riman is committed to sustainability by utilizing energy. And this is to minimize the environmental footprint in all of our operations. Riman is also a global leader in our Beyond Pool Leaf research. We do in-depth studies on the varieties of the plants and their potential for skin and health improvements. So I want you to remember one thing. While beauty trends will always come and go, but certain ingredients will stand the test of time by consistently appearing in high performance formulations. This is what you're going to find here on Jeju Island on our Remont campus. So here's a photo of the inside of what our smart farm looks like. Our smart farm is actually just a little bit under 4 acres of land, pure organic farming, no chemicals, no pesticides, 100% safe. Here's also what's so special. Our Chairman On, had a vision not only to introduce these amazing products to the whole world, but he wanted to build a 5-star resort so that his distributors and his partners can come and visit and see this smart farm and also have a place to relax and to reset. Like, how amazing is this to have a company that actually cares for their partners? Like, I know it's very, very rare these days. But however, I have to tell you to visit this village, you must qualify to become a director. But also, so you know, this 5-star resort is not open to the public as well. Now, here we go. ICD skincare. ICD stands for Incellular Dermatology. What's so great about this ICD line is that it's made for all skin types. These are clean and safe products that even kids and babies can use them. We also have something called the ICD makeup, a makeup line, which is actually skincare infused makeup. It's clean makeup filled with wonderful skin loving ingredients. So it's makeup that's actually very good for your skin. We also have something called Botolab. That's your hair and body line. That is all plant-based. It's been helping so many people that has been battling with scalp and hair issues. There's so many reviews out there online about people that used to have thinning hair and now their hair is just growing back. I've been seeing so many just before and after photos and just blown away by all the results that I'm seeing. So from our Botolab shampoo to the conditioner to the body wash, even the body lotion, they all smell like heaven, super luxurious. I live in Alberta, Canada. It's very cold here. I've noticed since using this Botolab line, I don't have dry scalp or dry skin anymore. It's just phenomenal. So the next thing you have here is Lifening, and that's our wellness internal products. Deep Talk Plus is a fiber supplement. It's actually a non-negotiable product for me right now. I take it twice a day. It helps with your immune system, gives you energy. It helps you detoxify and get rid of all the nasty toxins, but it also has prebiotics in it. So gut health is important these days. We all want to look good, but we also want to feel good at the same time. We also have something called the Beauty Collagen. It comes in single servings. I love it. No mixing required. It tastes like pomegranate, blueberries, and it's just absolutely delicious. This Beauty Collagen, guys, is going to help support your hair, your nails, and your skin from within. So now it's my honor to pass the call over to a leader that has been with Riman since 2019. She was one of the very first to join Riman in their global expansion into North America in 2022. And she's been paving the path for us. Please help me welcome team leader Eunice dialing in from Korea.
Thank you for the nice words, kind words of you, Mary, and thank you for sharing the great part of Freeman. And whenever I hear your presentation, I'm pumped up. And yeah, hello everyone. I'm Eunice. I'm dialing in from Korea. I was born and raised here. Tonight, I'd like to share my product testimonial. How I came across Freeman and a little bit of my background as well. I used to be a private tutor and teacher here in Korea, and just one day I had severe eczema. I never had any skin concern or any issues with my skin, but it just happened in the late of my 30s. And as you can see, I didn't have any fingerprints, and I literally could not go to work because of this severe eczema. I visited so many different doctors, more than 10 different doctors, and tried all different types of steroids, but nothing really worked. But it started to spreading back of my hands and arm up to my neck and face, even on my scalp too. So I stopped taking and using all those steroid products. I started to look for clean products and clean diet, and started to take care of my surroundings and my environment. So one day I got a phone call from my friend from church. She introduced Riman, saying, I have this product, that this product is safe enough for use babies. Hey, why don't you give a try? So I tried, and this is what I tried. I got so many messages and DMs, and what did you do? What product have you used? So I used powder wash because back in 2019 we didn't have any lightening or Botalab, and we just had a simple skincare product. So this is all I used. I used powder wash and oil mist, calming balance gel, and dermatology cream. So dermatology cream, all other product, it really helped to calm down my itchiness and give enough hydration. But dermatology cream, it literally helped me with the recovering all the damaged skin barrier. But now we also had body cream and multi-stick balm as well. So you can add all those products if you had any similar symptoms or any issues. So I documented my progress every 7 days, and my skin ritual was like this. So cleansing, we didn't have oil cleanser either back then. So I just used a powder wash and oil mist and calming balance gel. But booster serum booster, Boo, I repeat it 2, 3 times every night. And I used lots of dermatology cream. And after 28 days, this is the results that I got. As you can see, my skin had a huge transformation, in terms of skin texture and, the crazy glow and the fine wrinkles and uneven skin tone, and everything got improved so much. And also you can see the firmness, the elasticity has been improved as well. And so this is my pigmentation. I've been had this pigmentation since in the middle of my 20s, and which was my concern for over 15 years, and has this much improvement in 5 months right now. These photos has taken back in 2019. Now 2026, I barely see my pigmentation. So these are all my stories, and I also want to share a little a little testimonial from my parents. This is my mom, and she had scalp bombs, and they had product residue. She's been using like high-end French products. I always bought for her from like duty free shops, and she's been using great product, but she also had this kind of bumps and residue after one week of use, and you can see her scalp got cleansed, and after one time use, you don't see any product residue. And this is one of my partners for testimonial. She sent me this photo and what you're going to do with my baby hair. So baby hair is growing like crazy since she started using Bottle products. So I also have so much testimonials, but I'd like to stop right here. And next, it's an honor for me to introduce next speaker to on this call. And he's a national director with Riman. He's a world traveler, and he's been literally traveling all countries, every country that Riman launches. And he's a leader who always lead by examples. And he's gonna share the Riman business plan with you guys. Thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you, Eunice,
See?
for that amazing product testimonial, and truly amazing to see your changes onto your skin as well. And of course, Mary, for going over such an amazing background of our company, as well as her story of even being a busy mother, but still having time, of course, to work with our company, Riman. I know many of you right now are maybe listening to us for the very first time. You were invited today by a friend, by a coworker, by someone maybe you met on social media, and they told you you have to see and listen to and hear about the number one K beauty company entering your marketplace. You just heard great information. I'm going to share with you guys, of course, how we do our business, how we do our marketing. But before I do that, I'll just briefly introduce myself so we're not complete strangers. Right now, I'm currently in Orange County, California. This is where I live, and I grew up in the States, grew up in New York. My family is from South Korea. And prior to getting involved in this industry, I was always an entrepreneur. I was always into business. I went to school for business, studied business, and about a decade ago, I actually got involved in the Korean entertainment industry, working as a content producer, working with many K-pop stars for over 12 years. I saw the rise of K-pop. I'm sure many of you today, enjoy K-pop, or maybe your kids enjoy K-pop, and you see how big K-pop has become. I was there at the early stages when that became a huge industry, right? And after working in the industry, I get a phone call 3 years ago about Riman just about to open up in America. And a good friend of mine named Danny Bay, the president of sales, said, "Hey, Steve, Riman is opening up and you should take a look into Riman," right? And of course, the first question I asked him was, "What kind of company is Riman?" He said it was a K-beauty skincare company, which I laughed at in the beginning because he's a guy, I'm a guy. I don't come from the beauty or skincare background. So for me, it felt a little uncomfortable because I knew that most people in this industry were mostly women. So my mind was thinking, can a guy like me really have success in the beauty industry, right? Like I don't see any guys doing this, right? But he told me one thing that caught my attention. He says, "Steve, this is the number one K beauty company in South Korea, and they're just about to open up." You just heard what Mary shared with you guys, right? Over 40 million bottles sold in one country. Now over 3 billion US dollars in revenue done in South Korea alone, right? And they were just getting into North America. So for me, I saw this more as a business standpoint of, hey, this could be a great opportunity for me to get in at the early stages. How many of you have always wanted to be there early, right? Being there early, obviously you guys know that with business, it's definitely about timing, right? And in the past, I've been very fortunate to have done well in life financially because I was early, right? Because of being early and taking the right action at early stages. Now with Remont, it's the same thing. So I joined Remont 3 years ago, and within a short period of time, became one of their top executives of the company, and now doing business in 11 countries, doing millions and millions of dollars of sales every single month. But I'm going to share with you guys how our compensation plan works, how we do our business, and of course, how all of you can participate with the Remont program as well. So Remont is a high margin distribution business model. Riman says this: instead of working with typical companies and distributors and wholesalers and retail stores and working with so many middlemen, let's just work with people like you and I. Because typically, anytime a company has a great product going into Europe, going into Asia, going to the United States, they work with local retail stores or franchises to help them move the products. Nothing wrong with this model. It's just the fact that there's a lot of middlemen in between, and the cost of doing business always goes up. But our model, being a high margin distribution model, it gives us the opportunity to go out there and make a high margin income just by going out there and sharing the product. So here with Remon, you can do business in 3 different channels. Number one is online. Our company will give you your own website, right, where you can share the website, have people buy the products on your website. It doesn't matter if they're in the United States, Canada, or any of the 11 countries we do our business in. Our company will handle the shipping, the customer service, the accounting, the commissions. You don't have to worry about any of that, okay? Some of you that are into social media, maybe you're an influencer, maybe you're a content creator, or maybe you know people that are in social media as well. You can create content, share your links. People can buy on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform. They can buy it on your site, and we'll take care of all the shipping as well. So the first way is online. Second way is retail shops, okay? How many of you know a business owner today, right? How many have gone into a business before, right? We all have, right? We all have our hairstylist, right? We go to a hair salon, we get our hair done, right? Hair salon and business owners, think about that. What do they use at the hair salon? They use shampoo products, they use conditioners, they use serums, right? I've had so many times in the past where I went to a hair salon, shared some products with them, they loved it, and they said, "Hey, Steve, I would love to carry these products at my hair salon." I've met many estheticians, right? And had many meetings with people from all over the world, right? And so many of them love our product. And here's what they say. I'm gonna start using these products during the facials, during the demonstrations, but not only do they use it during the sessions, they also offer this to their customers as a home care product as well. So many estheticians and med spas and salon owners are right now signed up with us. And if you are a salon owner, maybe you're a business owner as well, you could sign up using your corporation, your LLC, to sign up as a business. And number three is people, customers, right? Who do we know that has skin? Everybody has skin, right? Who could become a customer then? Everybody. everyone can become a customer because why? Everyone obviously should be washing their face and should be taking a shower and using body wash and body shampoo and all the products that we offer, right? So it's a massive market, right? And customers can sign up for a free customer account where every time they purchase a product, they earn 5% reward points towards the amount they purchase towards a product credit. Okay. So if I spend 100 US dollars, I get 5% reward points, and that 5% of that, which is $5, I can use it towards a product credit on my next checkout. Okay. Also, being a customer, you can get up to 10% in savings by becoming a VIP customer. So we have great benefits for customers, not only, of course, for distributors as well. Now, let's talk about the business plan. Let's talk about how we actually earn money here with Riman. It's very simple. Creating your online account takes about 3 to 4 minutes online. And all you're going to be doing is putting your information in, but also creating a username. Okay. You're going to create a username for your website. And for example, it could be your name.reman.com. So for example, if it's my name is Steve, so if it's steve.reman.com, as long as someone hasn't taken that name, you can use it. Okay. But as soon as you create your account, which takes, as I mentioned, 3 to 4 minutes, you will sign up as a planner and begin your Reman journey. And if you live in the United States, it's only $20 to become a Reman distributor that covers you for the entire year, right? And if you live in Canada, it's a free enrollment, okay? But getting registered and getting signed up pretty much gives you the rights and license to go out there and sell Reman products in 11 countries. Now, ask yourself this question, right? Getting started in a K-beauty business for either $20 or for zero if you're living in Canada, right? To be able to do business in 11 countries without the overhead, without employees, without having customer service, shipping, accounting, none of that, how amazing can we say the cost of doing business is, right? Can we all agree that it's a very, very low cost entry to start your Reman business, right? So we have many people today that start as a planner and enjoy a 10% commission. So for example, if I sign up today, I'm a planner, and every time I get a customer and they buy some products, I earn 10% in commissions. If I buy something for myself, I can get a 10% in rebate. Now, there's no requirement on you having to buy products. There's no requirement on any monthly sale quotas. There's no monthly fees. There's no monthly subscriptions. There's no monthly purchase requirements. Nothing like that at all. Okay. So planner is just a very easy entry position for anyone to get started with us, enjoy 10%. Now, let's say you say, hey, Steve, 10% is great, but these products are amazing. I want to make more money. How can I start earning the double the amount, right? Well, you can become a manager. And how do you become a manager? Very simple. We go off a SP point calculation. All you have to do is complete 3,000 SP in total sale revenue in a rolling 3 months calendar. What I mean by rolling 3 months is you can use your most recent 3 months of sales to complete the 3,000 SP, and SP is calculated by 90% to the dollar. So 3,000 SP is 3,300 US dollars. Okay. So I can go out there, I can do 1,000 a month, right? 1,100 a month for 3 months straight, or I can do $3,300 in 1 month sales and automatically become a manager on day one, right? And of course, the benefit is I can begin at 20% versus 10%. Now, I could also become a senior manager and start earning 30% up to 40% in commissions just by going out there and doing 6,000 SP and point revenue in a rolling 3 months calendar. And that's roughly around 6,600 US. So once again, I could do 2,000 a month for 3 months straight, or 6,000 anytime in 3 months to become a senior manager. Now, the great part about manager and senior manager is once you hit those point statuses, right? Your status, of course, upgrades, but you have a lifetime position now with Riman. So how amazing is this? I could do the revenue 6,000 SP one time, get it done with, but for the life of my career for Riman, I'm a senior manager. Even if life got busy, even I had vacations, I was busy with my kids. Let's say if I was traveling the world and I didn't have any sales, guess what happens? You are still a senior manager. Even if you had zero sales for 6 months straight, you would have you're still a senior manager. You will still enjoy that 30% benefits. Okay. So manager and senior manager are great positions to get started with. And there's a lot of people that jump to those positions literally on day one. Now, the first leadership position is called team leader. You heard Mary, she's a team leader. Eunice is also a team leader as well. This is where someone wants to maybe do Reman on a serious level. They want to make a little bit more money. And you could actually have a full-time gig being a team leader as well. But we have many people doing this just part-time, even as a team leader as well. Now, how do you become a team leader? Well, total points you need is 50,000 SP points in 5 months in a rolling 5 months calendar, right? And you also need to have at least 3 senior managers working with you as well. Okay. Three senior managers. Okay. So for example, it could be me, 3 other senior managers, and a total sale volume of 50,000 points to become a team leader. And the company gives you a rolling 5 months to complete this. So once again, I could do 10,000 a month for 5 months straight, or 50,000 SP anytime in 5 months. I could have 3 senior managers working with me. I could have 7. I could have 10. I could have as many as I want, right? My personal story is this. When I first looked at this plan 3 years ago, I personally started at the senior manager position on day one, only because I'd rather start earning 30% commission on day one versus 10%. But number two is when you start as senior manager, you also get a 20% in rebates on what you purchase based off the total business point value, okay? Which you'll learn more during an orientation. But as I become a senior manager, not only do you get 30%, you get, of course, a rebate, you get a cash rebate, and also you have a bunch of free products you can choose from on the starter kits that is only available for brand new people as well. So getting started as a senior manager has a lot of benefits. Talk to the person, of course, that invited you to this to the Zoom call to learn more about that position. Okay. Now, in my first 7 days, I was able to have a lot of people try the products. I had about 50 people try the products. In my first 7 days, I became a team leader. First 7 days, right? And by being a team leader, not only did it start making me good income, but I was able to go out there and help many people, help many others become team leaders. And as soon as I started helping many others become a team leader, I automatically became a director, then a senior director. Now today I became a national director with Riman in a year and a half. But not only did I become a national director, I've helped 3 other people now become a national director also in my team, and we're doing a global business worldwide as well. So it shows you one thing. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, or it doesn't matter if you're in different industries, whether it's real estate or teaching or education. It doesn't matter. We all come from different backgrounds, but the fact that the Riman products works very well, the Riman product sells itself, all you really have to do is just go out there and share the products, attend the trainings, and be just coachable and teachable, right? So the first way you get paid is called retail, the 10% to 54%. And at the director level and higher, just to kind of give you a little bit more insight of director and higher, you start earning company revenue share, okay? Not profit share, but revenue share. What that means is this. Every month, we take 1% of the total sale volume in North America, and we split that with all the directors and higher. So imagine this, $20 million a month in sales. 1% of that is $200,000. $200,000 is split amongst all the directors in North America. So as you build Riman, as you're earning your 42 to 54% in commissions, you're getting this additional bonus income that comes in every single 30 days. You're almost like a partner now when you become a director and higher, right? So these are great positions to be. And of course, we have many directors now in North America. Second way you get paid is called open group commission. Open group just means this. I can go out there, refer other people to Riman, they could join. And as they purchase a product, as they sell a product, I could earn additional 5 to 30% commission. How many of you in the past have recommended people a good restaurant before? How many have you recommended a good book, a good movie before? But let me ask you another question. Has that movie or the book or the restaurant ever paid you for the recommendation? Of course not, right? We do it all the time. We recommend things all the time, but we never get paid for it. Here with Riman, by promoting a good product that actually works, right? That's number one in Korea, you can get paid for that, additional 5 to 30%. So that's the second way you get paid. And the third way you get paid is called uni level, okay? Uni level just means this. I could introduce individuals to Riman, and off 6 different introduction levels, I get paid additional 3 to 5% in commission. So for example, let's say I got started here in California, right? And I went out there, I told my friend Mary that's living in Canada, and she got started, right? Every time she buys a product, every time she gets some customers, I could earn 5% based on what she sells and what she buys. Mary can go out there, introduce Eunice, right? That's in Korea. Eunice becomes a planner. She starts buying products. She starts selling some products. And guess what happens? I could earn additional 5% of that. So it's not based on who I know. It's 6 different introduction levels where you earn additional 3 to 5%. So retail, open group, unit level. And the last part is leadership match pay. One of my favorite parts of the compensation plans, company says this, you become a team leader and you go out there and you help others become a team leader higher, we'll start giving you a 40% check match on what they earn. So I'll give you an example, okay? Let's say you became a team leader or a director or higher, and now you're at the 40% commission tier, right? And let's say you signed me up for Riman and I joined too, right? But I also became a team leader. And let's say you're a team leader. We're both team leaders, okay? You're at 40%, I'm at 40%. But here's the best part. Since you referred me to Riman, okay, and I'm in your first generation, of my income of what I earn, you will earn 40% of that. Now, let me ask you a question. If I was earning 10,000 US dollars a month and you were earning 40% of what I do, can we agree that's a pretty nice, substantial passive income? That would be 4,000 extra US dollars coming into your pocket. What if you had 2 team leaders or 3 or 4 or 5 team leaders in your team? And each team leader was earning about 10,000 US dollars, right? And you were earning $4,000 per team leader, right? It's the same concept as if you were starting a business and you were creating multiple franchises and each location was paying you a 40% franchising fee, right? We all know one thing, that it's better to earn a percentage of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of my own efforts, right? That's why franchises and businesses do so well. And as you become a director, senior director, and national director, you'll get paid not only up to your third generation of team leaders and higher, but up to 6 generations. And of course, when you become a national director, you're really maximizing the compensation plan in all categories, okay? Now we have what's called our convention coming up in Long Beach, California, end of this month, February 28th and March 1st. This was a highlight video on our last convention last year with 3,000 people attending in Las Vegas. I remember coming to my first convention. I remember coming to my first meeting when we just first got started in North America. I remember my first meeting was a dozen people. I remember like the first convention was just maybe a 500 to 700 people, right? So it's amazing to see how much it's growing in North America. But the best part is we're just getting started. And for those that want to actually learn how to get good at Riman, you want to learn about the products, you want to become, a top leader in the company, come to the Riman convention only because attending a convention will give you a year's to 2 years worth of training over a weekend because you get to learn from all the top experts in our company, right? If you want to learn something, you want to learn from the top tier people in our company. And where are they all going to be? They're all going to be at Long Beach, right? So you want to get short, get your tickets, contact the person, of course, that invited you so you can learn about attending our Long Beach convention just less than 30 days away. We also have these orientations and trainings every single week. These presentations are happening every Thursday as a company call. We also have Tuesday orientation as well. So if you're brand new right now, your next step, of course, is to, of course, get started, get registered, but make sure you attend our Tuesday training that's coming up, of course, next week as well. This is a weekly system that we have. And I truly feel that this system is the reason why Riman today is doing so well all over North America and all over the world today as well. So make sure you guys plug into the system. As you guys can see here, we are just getting started for international expansion. How many of you know people that speak Spanish, right? How many of you know people that are maybe from Europe, right? Or Asia, right? Look at all these countries, guys. We're going to be in 50 countries. And the best way for you to really capitalize on global expansion is coming to our Long Beach convention, which is just right around the corner. You can take a picture of this, scan the QR code. It will right into your Riman.com site, and you can log in and you can, of course, get your tickets. And you can have that registered and attend, of course, our upcoming event as well. Our company also believes in not just making money and, of course, looking younger and better, but we love going on vacations and trips as well. If you have partners that are based out in Asia, they can qualify for a free trip to Phuket, Thailand next year. We have something called Riman Retreats, where as long as you qualify and you have enough certain points for the year, you get a free incentive trip to places like the Bahamas, to Thailand, to Monaco, right, for our European leaders as well. And it's great because you can go by yourself with our team, with our whole company, or if you qualify for the higher tiers, you could bring a +1 as well. And Riman will pay up to $2,000 in airfare reimbursement if you go to tier 4 as well. Okay. And all of this you can find in the drive in your marketing document. You can see all the information there as well. So once you sign up, get the information on how to qualify. But this is a great trip incentive we have for coming next year as well. And this year, in the month of 2026, if you become a director, you'll qualify with us to come to Dubai, and you'll be traveling with us with all the directors in every country of Riman. So all the directors in 11 countries and higher will be coming to Dubai to spend time together next year in 2027. All you got to do is just become a director. Just become a director and qualify, and you can get, of course, all the information from the person that invited you today as well. So I'm excited because I remember Riman just when we started just in United States, and then we were in Canada, and then we opened up Taiwan, and then Hong Kong, and as we were opening from country to country to country, everything Riman said years ago is actually coming all true to today as well. They said we're going to be in 10 countries. They said we're going to be in 20 countries. They said we're going to be in 50 countries, right? It's all happening, right? And I love the fact that the company Riman actually commits to what they're actually going to say. Right. And of course, the best thing for all of us as distributors, as people that are getting started with Riman, the best thing that we can all do, of course, is position ourselves, right? Position ourselves. For me, when I look at Riman, yes, it has great products. We all know that. Yes, of course, it's number one South Korea. It has a great compensation plan. But on top of having, better skin and, of course, making some extra money, besides all that, you really get a chance to position yourself to be able to do business in 11 countries, going into 50 countries. Now, if you could be one of the first to be in the European markets, right, or in different countries and be the first and have a base there with distributors and customers in those countries and be the first in that marketplace, you would have massive first movers advantage. And that type of advantage is a huge opportunity, right? It's a huge opportunity, which only happens once in a lifetime, right? Once we open up 50 countries, we're not opening up another 50 countries after. It's done, right? But the advantage and the benefit is the people that get started at these early stages, at the beginning, when you're a pioneer, when you have first movers advantage before everybody else, that's where the magic is. That's where the magic is. Ask yourself this question. How many times have you been approached about different types of opportunities in the past 5, 10, 20 years? You've heard tons of opportunities. We can all agree on that. But we could also agree one thing, that those opportunities were already 10, 20, 30, even 50 years old. If the company's already 50 to 100 plus years old, the opportunity, yes, there's still opportunity, but it's not as higher versus you starting at the very beginning, right? So ask yourself this question. When was the last time you were invited to a Zoom call just like this to learn about the number one K-beauty company in South Korea that's done over 3 billion in revenue, and you're here at the very beginning stages? When was the last time you were this early, right? Times like this, when I saw the opportunity, even though I don't come from the industry of skincare and beauty, I still dived in, I still took a chance, and I went all in. And today, now I'm completely financially independent, doing millions and millions of dollars of business every single month, right? Have a group and customer base in 11 countries, a couple 100,000 customers worldwide. But it's all because of Riman, because I took initiative to get started with a company at the early stages. So get back to the person that invited you to the Zoom call and let them know that, hey, you want to get started with this. You want to start using the products. You want to start trying out the products. You want to become a manager, senior manager, but more importantly, you'll be there at the convention, right? One piece of advice is this. If you're unsure of coming to the convention or buying some products, here's what I would recommend. Come to the convention, right? Come to the convention to get the knowledge and learning on how to do this well, right? The knowledge and learning on this is more important than just products. Products you can buy anytime. But your education, your knowledge, once you learn it, it's there forever, right? That's why today, all the top people in the company that are national directors or higher, right? They learned how to do it. Now they know how to do it, and now they're teaching others how to do the same thing as well. So make sure you come to Long Beach Convention, get your tickets. It was great to have all of you on a call today. We appreciate you. And of course, for everyone that joined us from different countries, we hope you have a good night and a good morning. And thank you, of course, to our team leader, Mary, as well as team leader, Eunice, for joining us with us this session. And of course, we'll see you guys on the next call. God bless, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.